Welcome, adventurers. I'm GM Goblin, your GM Goblin, and today I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. And yes, these are NPCs with me. I'm going to talk about tanking in your 40s, not just because I am level 42 with this character, but also because, well, I'm in my 40s. So tanking is one of the things that I really came into Final Fantasy for, to get that tank feel without having to one, pay a whole bunch of money just to keep up with gear because your watermark system takes forever, or because you don't have the tanking and the raiding and the PvE content to go along with what I was looking for. There's some other games that I've played, but they just didn't have that tanking. Well, tanking is definitely in Final Fantasy, and when we pass this bar, we'll find out what we're going to do. And we're skipping this cutscene. I've skipped a lot of cutscenes, I know. But your job, as you might guess, is to hit all of your global cooldowns, to face your main boss away from your party, and keep your buffs up. So keeping up is a little bit harder at this level because I just got 2. And of course, you can't stop that ability. But you're keeping them away and dodging mechanics. The mechanics is one of the things that really got me. And this guy's really isn't bad. Because as you can see, it gives you a short warning and then it gives you an attack. Now, the one thing that I thought was weird and totally screwed me up with this game when I first started was how their system works. Because normally you move out of the way, have a telegraphed ability, and then you are just going to be okay. Well, so the problem is that there is a snapshot, apparently. And so when they have a line right there, as long as you're not in that line right before the ability goes off, you're okay. Even if you're there when the dragon makes the pass. So there's not really a hitbox in this game as much as what they consider a pixel. So technically there's one spot in the middle of your character, oops, hit the wrong button, that is considered you for all purposes of the game. And so when you're close enough to hit, you're close enough to hit. When that pixel's too far away, or it's in a breath weapon attack or something, then that's where it is. Same thing goes for whenever you get an area of effect. If you, when that thing disappears, when that line, or lines as I believe we're about to have, as long as you're outside of it, you're fine. Including when the effect goes off. So didn't hurt me. Reasoning is because, like I said, with snapshot is something that they do in this game, where as long as when that field goes away, you're not in it, you're good. Because it takes a snapshot, a little picture of where your character was right there at the end. So that's just something that it took me a little bit to get used to. Otherwise, it's just building on your normal mechanics for tanking, at least at this level. And I just figured it was something that we should go over because it's one of the odd things that I found out in this game for tanking and just running bosses, although it's not just bosses that do that, is being able to be in that field. What it does make is when you're doing harder content, when you're doing raids, being in, moving, when you have these fields overlapping and you have to move from one when a field goes away into the path of an actual effect so that the other field you're standing in is no longer there. By the way, it's one of the main reasons that I have enjoyed coming back and playing this, and it has really made me enjoy tanking. By the way, level up, have some fun, and see you guys in game.